Welcome to this urgent update on the most explosive geopolitical crisis unfolding right now in the Middle East. And the region stands on the edge of a potentially transformative or catastrophic conflict. On the night of the 28th of February into the 1st of March, the United States and Israel launched a coordinated, massive military operation against Iran. What began as targeted airstrikes quickly escalated into one of the most audacious decapitation strikes in modern history. The centerpiece, the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who had ruled as Iran's unchallenged spiritual and political authority for 36 years since succeeding Ayatollah Khamenei in 1989, was confirmed dead in an Israeli missile strike on his heavily fortified compound in the heart of Tehran. US intelligence, gathered over months by the CIA and shared with Israeli partners, pinpointed his location. Reports indicate he was killed alongside dozens, possibly up to 48 senior regime figures, including top Revolutionary Guard commanders, Security Council members, and potential successors. Israeli officials described their opening salvo, codenamed something along the lines of "Roar of the Lion," as eliminating key leadership in minutes. President Donald Trump announced the death publicly on Saturday evening, framing the operation as a necessary step to eliminate Iran's nuclear ambitions and remove the existential threat posed by the terrorist regime in Tehran. Iran's state media broadcast the confirmation on Sunday morning, with one emotional state television presenter visibly breaking down while reading the announcement. Streets in Tehran fell eerily quiet at first. Some Iranians mourned publicly in squares, clutching portraits of the leader, while others quietly celebrated in private, a reflection of deep divisions that have simmered for years under his rule. But mourning quickly turned to fury. Iran's surviving leadership, operating from bunkers and emergency command centers, vowed immediate and overwhelming revenge. Within hours, Tehran unleashed waves of ballistic missiles and drones, not just at Israel, but across the Persian Gulf at our US military installations and assets hosted by allied Arab states. The retaliation has been broad and shocking in scope. Iranian projectiles have struck or been intercepted over Bahrain, where a direct hit on the US Fifth Fleet headquarters sparked fires and caused casualties. Qatar, targeting the massive Al-Udeid Air Base, the largest US military facility in the region. The United Arab Emirates, including areas near Dubai and Abu Dhabi, with reports of explosions rocking skylines and damaging civilian infrastructure like airports and luxury hotels. Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and even Oman. Satellite imagery and videos show smoke rising from ports, refineries, and residential zones. Gulf states report intercepting most incoming threats, but debris and direct impacts have killed civilians, disrupted international airports, forced airspace closures, and halted tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. Hundreds of ships, including oil and LNG carriers, have dropped anchor outside the strait, afraid to transit. Oil prices have surged dramatically, up 8 to 13% in early trading, pushing gold higher as a safe haven and rattling global markets. The human cost is mounting fast. The US military has confirmed 3 American service members killed and several wounded in the Gulf attacks. Iran claims civilian deaths from the initial US-Israeli strikes, including a tragic report of over 100 girls killed at an elementary school near a military site. In Lebanon, Hezbollah, avenging their Iranian patron, launched rockets at northern Israel, prompting Israeli counterstrikes on Beirut and other targets, shattering a fragile truce. President Trump has been defiant. He has warned of more USA casualties, vowed the operation will continue until all objectives are achieved, and suggested it could last 4 weeks or less. He has even claimed the strikes wiped out most plausible successors to Khamenei, creating a leadership vacuum that could either fracture the regime or force desperate negotiations. Some Iranian officials have floated back-channel feelers for talks, but hardliners reject any dialogue while strikes continue. Israel has followed up with fresh attacks on the heart of Tehran, and the conflict has already widened beyond Iran proper. This moment carries generation-long implications. A decapitated Iranian leadership raises questions: who fills the power void? Will hardliners rally the population, or will suppressed dissent explode into open revolt? The targeting of Gulf civilian areas has antagonized wealthy Arab states that might otherwise have stayed neutral, potentially pulling them deeper into the fray. Global energy security hangs in the balance. Prolonged disruption in the Strait of Hormuz could send oil prices soaring further, fueling inflation worldwide. Aviation, shipping, tourism in places like Dubai all disrupted overnight. Diplomatic channels are strained, evacuations are underway, and the world watches to see whether this becomes a short, sharp regime change campaign or spirals into a wider regional war with no easy off-ramp. Stay vigilant. This story is developing rapidly, and the next hours could redefine the Middle East for decades. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now. Don't miss a single development. Drop a comment below. Do you think this leads to regime change in Iran or a full-scale regional war? Like if you are following this closely. Share this video to spread awareness. People need to know what is at stake.